Carrots are hard and good. People like carrots. Eggs are very fragile, right? You crack them and the yolk goes all over the place. And coffee beans are just hard and bitter. But when you put them in hot water, they show their true nature. If you put a carrot in hot water and you keep it there for a long time, it dissolves. It loses its consistency. It loses what it is, a carrot, because it boils down to nothingness. The egg, which was very, very fragile at the beginning, when you put it in hot water, it gets harder to a point that's good. But when you put it in hot water for too long, it becomes brittle, and inside it starts rotting. It gets too far into the hot water. The hot water changes it. The coffee carrot gets changed by hot water. The egg gets changed by hot water. Now you put that bitter, hard coffee bean in hot water, and what happens? Unlike the carrot and the egg that lose themselves in that hot water, the coffee bean transforms the water. It becomes coffee. And so when you think about when you're working with people or yourself, are you a carrot, an egg, or a coffee bean? The carrot who loses himself in the pain, the egg that loses itself in the pain, or the coffee bean that transforms its environment in the pain, not for the better, not for the worse. And so when I go into situations, I think to myself, do I want to be the carrot, the egg, or the coffee bean? I want to be the coffee bean. I want to change something that was meant to destroy me into something where I can transform it into something that serves others. And so when you're working with people, you want to work with simply the best, the coffee beans, the people who transform, not fall apart or not get bitter and hard. Or as eggs, I said this morning, you keep egg in hot water long enough, it gets so rotten, it smells up the entire area. You don't want eggs and carrots. You want coffee beans in your life. Simply the best.
I was waiting on that to be finished so I could use the clip. But I also want to add to that too. Even if you have all those types of people in your life or in your business, sometimes you might be able to take advantage of that egg while it's developing.
To a point.
Exactly. Yeah. You may not want to keep it around forever. The coffee bean, you and I were discussing this afterwards. The coffee bean, we discard the coffee bean after it's made a world of change.
Made a difference.
It's made a difference in the world or within its environment.
Well, the thing is that all three of them you discard.
Yes.
People don't stay, is really what my brain is.
Well, that's true too.
So it doesn't matter if they're the hard carrot that becomes nothing, or the egg that if you put it in the hot water, actually for a little bit is doing really well this way in the hot water. It's keeping them in the hot water too long that they lose it.
Right.
It's that coffee bean. You put a coffee bean in hot water for a little bit and not enough of it comes out, then it tastes like brown water. Right? So the coffee
or
bean,
if you use cold water instead of warm,
the coffee bean stays in that hot water and actually thrives in the stress and gets better at whatever is being thrown at it. So the longer the coffee bean in the hot water, the better.
Right.
You see? But all three get discarded. Why? Because not everyone is always going to stay in your life.
And we could also take that analogy to the fact that the more coffee beans that you have,
the better the brew.
The better the brew.
Which is why simply the best is such an important thing. You surround yourself with people who are coffee beans. Because altogether, when, excuse my language, shit hits the fan and you're all in hot water, together you come together, right?
Yep.
You come together to make something better.